Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. We are back, and we are continuing season number 5. I can't believe we've already made it through 4 full seasons of Major League Baseball action, winning 3 out of 4 World Series titles. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. But we can't look at the past, we have to look to the future to try to win our 4th. It is year number 5. In the last episode, we had opening day where we played the Philadelphia Phillies. We had our Cy Young winner, Roger Clemens, on the mound, and he didn't look amazing, but he also didn't look horrible. It's a weird thing, and he's the only pitcher that has suffered a loss so far this season, because we are 11-1. The hottest start, I'm pretty sure the hottest start we have ever had in Mets franchise, or maybe even in Royals franchise too. I'm pretty sure we've never started better than 11-1 through the first 12 games of this season, but that is not the main factor of today's episode. Today's episode, we will focus on the debut of Jose Fernandez. Now, I know it's not his traditional actual debut. That was at the beginning of the season. That was in this game right here when he played against the Phillies in Game 3 of the opening day series, or opening week series, I guess, against the Phillies. He played that. He's 2-0 with a .61 ERA. This is why we traded for him. It was a lot to trade for Jose Fernandez in the offseason, but I think it's going to end up being super, super worth it, because we are going to see him for the first time as a member of the Mets on camera. He was a part of that original White Sox team that beat us in the World Series in Season 1. But now we have him here. He's young. He's talented. He might be the best pitcher on this roster if the first 2 games are any indication of how the season's going to go. He's been absolutely killing the game, and we'll see how it rocks. The lineup is unbelievable. Pete Rose, Bobby Alomar, Pujols, Hank Aaron's killing it. We hit a home run with Hank Aaron last episode as well. I think we hit one with Bryce Harper, with Hank Aaron, and was it with Albert Pujols? I think it was with Albert Pujols, but I can't remember. I definitely know we hit one with Hank Aaron and Bryce Harper, but I think there was a third. I can't remember who it was, though. And it looks like Hank Aaron's off to another MVP type of season with 6 home runs through the first 12 games, 15 RBIs. He's already averaging .429 with his ERA. Pujols is also hitting well. So is Alomar. I'm liking it. I'm liking how the team is looking. Obviously, I mean, I can't complain. We're 11-1. There's really nothing to complain about. But we are going on the road to Washington, to the nation's capital, and we are going to rock with some old school 85s. And the Nationals will wear, they're going to wear their old school 2005s maybe. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever played against the City Connect jerseys, so we're going to play against the City... Oh, and even changed their logo, too. Look at that. We're going to play against Washington City Connect jerseys. That looks pretty cool. So we'll rock the 85s. They'll rock the City Connects. And we will have Jose Fernandez on the mound. The lineup is getting a little bit tired, but that's to be understandable. I don't think we've had a day off this entire 12-game stretch so far, so it's understandable that these guys will be a little bit tired, but we're going to rock with this lineup. Maybe. We could switch out maybe Alomar, put Jose Reyes at second base. That could be something. Maybe we get to see the young Ken Griffey Jr. in action. But Ty Cobb's playing pretty well. Bryce Harper could use a little bit of a break, probably. I mean, I hit a home run with Bryce Harper last season, or last episode, I should say. You know what? Let's give Bryce the day off. Although, is it next day, tomorrow, the day off? I don't remember. You know what? Let's just give Bryce Harper the day off, even if it is. We'll have Griffey play, because I kind of want to hit with Griffey. So we'll have him play. Is anybody else do I want to give the day off to? We could give the day off to Alomar, and I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to have Jose Reyes come in and play second base for us, because he can do that. So Reyes will start at second. Plus, that's some huge speed on the base pass, right, with Pete Rose right there. So I like that. We could take A-Rod out, but then I wouldn't have anybody to play second, because I would have to keep Alomar in the game if I was going to take A-Rod out. So A-Rod will stay. Obviously, Yogi's going to stay, although we could have JT Realmuto. That's why we got JT, was to be a backup catcher. So we didn't have to put Bryce Harper behind the plate again. That was an experiment. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to change those 2 players. We'll have Jose Reyes for the first time this season, and then Ken Griffey Jr. This is obviously the younger version of Ken Griffey Jr. Earlier, seasons of this series, we had the older version of Ken Griffey Jr., the one that had already played for like Cincinnati and stuff like that. So that's the Griffey that we had. Now we have the younger one, the one that in real life has only ever played for Seattle, although I know it says he has all of his career stats, but this is the young one, as you can see by his picture and his age. He's only 24, and we are 5 years in. So that just tells you the age thing. So that's all that we're going to make changes for the starting lineup. I'm going to keep Reyes hitting second, and we'll keep Griffey hitting sixth. That's fine by me. And we will learn about this Nationals team, although I think we've played this team before. Some of those players I'm looking at look similar or look familiar. I do see one guy that we actually made a trade. Who did we get from Washington if we made a trade? Was it... No, Griffey was in Boston. Real Muto we signed in free agency. Was it Mattingly? No, we signed him in free agency. Was it Alomar? Did he come from... No, he came from Chicago. I don't know who we got from Washington, but I see a guy over there. You might have already noticed him as well. I see a guy over there that used to be a Met just last season that we made a trade for, but I can't remember who we traded him away. Oh, I think this might have been the trade that we sent him away for to get younger, or to get more depth, I guess, in other positions. That might have been that trade. And I'm being really vague here. It's Prince Fielder is who I'm talking about. But we'll learn about this Washington lineup as we go. If you guys go to enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go see if we can keep this hot start going.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. So the New York Mets have a chance to get out of town with a series sweep, and that's big against a division rival.
Yeah, they want to walk out of here feeling really good about what they've done. And sweeps are good, but divisional sweeps are outstanding, especially on the road. They're going to get a tough game from the other side, though, and no one's okay with getting swept in their own building, so they'll be ready as well.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here, and pitching here today, Ed Walsh. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, from the nation's capital at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. It is Nationals and the Metlegs. That's not their name. The Mets on a rainy afternoon, a little bit of a soggy one, and we are going up against Ed Walsh, who's actually having a pretty good start to the season for him as well. He was 2-0 with I think I said a 2.225 ERA, so he's having himself a pretty solid beginning of the year. But he's not having as good of a year as our guy. Our guy's really, really good, that being Jose Fernandez. And speaking of Jose, it's Jose Reyes. We've hit with him a few times over the time that we've had him on the roster. He's coming in pinch run a few times. He's pinch hit a few times, and he will get a one-out single into left field, and the speedster is on first base with one out in the inning. Good job from Jose. That is what you want to see, and now it's time for the machine. Albert Pujols hitting .326 on the year. Can he do some damage early? Pujols into left field. That's going to go right to the left fielder for the second out. I think that might be Anthony Santander. He will grab the out there, and now it's time for Hank Aaron. I mean, there's not really anybody hotter in baseball over the past season and a half, I guess you would say, than Hank Aaron. He's unbelievably hot right now. That might drop, and it does. That's going to send Jose Reyes to third. He will be there easily. And Hank Aaron gets a two-out little blooper into right field. And we've got a chance to score a run with Barry Bonds at the plate. This is obviously the guy that you would want. It's just a matter of, can I get off the schneid with Barry Bonds? And that was an absolute meatball, and I missed it. How do I miss? That's a palm ball going 80, what was it, 84? And I didn't hit it? How do I not hit a palm ball 84 miles an hour right in my face? I mean, look at the placement of that. Oh, I got too excited about seeing such an easy pitch to hit that I swung early. This time I'm not swinging early, and Barry Bonds will score the first run of the day here in the first inning. And I'm sending Hank Aaron to third. Might as well. Basically, Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron go to the corners now, and Reyes scores, and now it's time for Ken Griffey Jr. See, look, you can even see that it's a different version of Griffey because he's got a different batting stance. I'm hoping that I can hit a lot better than with this Griffey than I hit with the other Griffey, and that's not a good start because I probably shouldn't have swung at that. That was a 12-6 way outside, not way outside, but too far outside for that pitch to be hittable, and I swung at it for some reason. Look at that man go. He was the 2026 American League Cy Young winner. So that means, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even realize this when we made the trade for Jose Fernandez. We now have both defending Cy Young winners because Roger Clemens won the National League last season. So we now have both defending Cy Young winners on our pitching staff for this season. That is kind of crazy. I honestly did not know that when we made the trade for him. But now it makes it even cooler that we have him. And he will send a slider to Ketel Marte. Hank Aaron goes into right field to grab it. And that is the first out. I'm really excited to pitch with Jose Fernandez. I've been wanting this man since the beginning. And here he is, the former Met Prince fielder. He might feel a little angry, betrayed by this organization because we sent him off to Washington with really no warning. That's going to be a strikeout and a throw out to second base. Caught stealing double play. One of the most rare double plays you will see, but Yogi Berra doesn't sniff at it. He says, rare double play. That's easy. Light work, baby. A-Rod will lead off for the Mets here in the top of the second, and he will not get on base. I need to do something else with A-Rod. I got to maybe move him in the lineup or something, because I can't hit with him ever since we brought him in. And he's been here for what? This is his third season here, I think? I'm pretty sure this is his third season. That could be gone. No, it's going to drop. Okay. That looked like it was going to be gone for a second. I've had those with Yogi Berra. But I don't know what it is. I just can't hit with A-Rod. I haven't hit a home run with him yet. I haven't really even hit that many singles or doubles or just gotten on base with A-Rod. It's kind of weird. He's one of the best hitters that we have, and I just can't do anything with him. Quick second inning for us. Mike Trout. We also sent I guess we have a little bit of a history with the Washington Nationals that I didn't even realize. We sent Mike Trout here a couple of years ago, and he will not forget it. That is a solo shot to left field, and Mike Trout, the former Met, will tie this game at 1 here in the bottom of the second. Off of the defending Cy Young winner, Jose Fernandez. I'm hoping that we can keep his ERA under 1, but that's not looking good with that home run from Trout. But what I was saying was we traded away Trout. Was the Trout trade to get? Who was that to get? Was that to get Mickey Mantle? Did we send Mike Trout to Washington to get Mickey Mantle? I can't remember. If we're being totally honest, that's been so long ago since that first season or second season, however long we had Trout. I think that was the trade, because I know we traded for Mickey Mantle. I don't know. We've made so many trades in this series so far. I don't remember who got traded for who and at what time. I know we traded Trout to Washington, and I know we traded Prince Fielder to Washington just this past offseason. So we have a little bit of a history in terms of trading players to Washington. And it's working out for us, and it seems to be working out for Washington. I mean, they got a home run with their main man right there, so. But Jose Fernandez strikes out whoever that was, and then Dalton Varsho will walk on the 3-2 count, and Yadier Molina. One of the only people in this entire franchise that I will never have on my roster. Not because he's not a good player. I can fully admit that Yadier Molina, one of the best catchers of the modern era, probably a Hall of Famer. I hate him. You may know this because I am a Reds fan. Yadier Molina, obviously known as a Cardinal. One of the best Cardinals of all time, probably. Maybe in their eyes. But yeah, I don't have any love lost for Yadier Molina, that's for sure. So he's probably the only guy that I will never have on my roster. Maybe Curt Schilling. Maybe Curt Schilling too. There's a couple people. But Curt Schilling for other reasons. Jose Reyes into left field. Santander, not Santander. What am I, American? Santander. With the catch. That's 2 down in the inning. Top of the third. Pujols got a meatball, but he could not spaghettify it. It will go into left field, into the glove of Anthony Santander, and he will have all 3 outs. Pretty impressive. Ramon Urias, I think is how you pronounce it. I apologize if that's not, but I think that's how it is. It doesn't matter because he grounds that to A-Rod at short. A-Rod fields onto first. If Urias was a little bit faster, that would have been a lot more dangerous play. Andrew Jones, the leadoff man. I've tried to get Andrew Jones, but I feel like we just don't have any room for him. We have a great outfield, and we've had a great outfield this entire series. So there's like really no room for Andrew Jones. But maybe down the line, if we keep this series going, we trade Barry Bonds at some point. Maybe we grab, because Barry Bonds, I think, is the most tenured outfielder that we have at this point. He's been here since, what, the second trade deadline? Year 2 trade deadline he's been here. So, I mean, we've had Barry Bonds for, he's one of the most tenured players we have on this entire team. He's been here that long. I think we went over it maybe last episode or a couple episodes ago, maybe in the offseason. We went over who was here since the beginning of the franchise, like who did we actually draft in the first episode in the fantasy draft. And I think we only had like 1 or 2 players. I can't remember their names, but I think we only had 1 or 2 players left over from that. And I think they were, what, relief pitchers or closing pitchers, something like that. I think they were both relief pitchers. But we only have like 1 or 2 players held over from that first initial episode all the way back all of those months ago. And Barry Bonds will fly out. That had the makings of a home run, but it just didn't carry very well. Maybe the weather affected it a little bit. You never know. Ken Griffey Jr., I'm going to try to not screw you up here. I should not have swung at that 12-6. That position right there, that you never swing at a 12-6 like that. Especially not as early as I did. And he tried to get me on it again, this time a little bit lower. Ooh, Griffey's got an 8-game hitting streak. We got to keep that alive here. 3-1 count. I guess I'll take a walk, but we'll see what happens. Griffey, grounder, first base, double play opportunity to second, on to first, and Griffey is out, double play, inning over. And I hate my life. Bottom 4, Prince Fielder will lead off, and he will swing and miss past the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Ooh, doesn't go after the changeup. Almost did, but he held off. A little bit of a revenge game for Prince Fielder. Feeling a little bit slighted by the Mets organization for trading him away for, honestly, nothing, really. We didn't get much back except for, like, depth. But that was the whole goal. We were trying to get depth. If I wanted to trade for somebody amazing, I would have done it. But we were just trying to get more bodies on the roster in certain positions because we were very, very thin at certain positions on our roster. So that was the whole goal of the Prince Fielder trade. And he will stare to walk. All right, he was battling on that one, and I got to be careful here. Mike Trout took me yard last at bat. I don't want him to do the same thing here, but I also don't want to walk 2 bases or 2 runners on. He goes up after the 101 fastball, so now we got him in a nice strikeout situation here. Slider, chase it. Yes, sir. Mike Trout will go down for the first out. Good job by Jose. Good job by Fernandez, and now it's Jeremy Pena. Little foul off. The 1-2, let's go with a slider here, and that will be strike 3. It's gotta be. Oh my God, how do you not call that strike 3? He went around. All right, whatever. We'll go with the little screwball. And that'll be strike 3 on the bottom corner. Oh my God, what a call. What an absolute call. The framing by Yogi Berra, the veteran catcher. Beautifully done. And now Anthony Santander will fly that out to right field. Hank Aaron underneath it, looking up into the rain, and he's got himself the final out. We go top 5, and A-Rod will lead off once again. Oh, look at A-Rod. I didn't even notice this. He's wearing the 24 Griffies, showing some respect to his teammate. Love to see it. I hate the fact that I can't do anything with Alex Rodriguez. Why did I swing at that? God, I guess there's a reason why I can't do anything with A-Rod. What am I doing there? Come on, Juice. Figure it the F out, man. That was disgusting. What am I doing? That wasn't even remotely close. Why would I even think that was going to be hittable? Or why would I even swing at that in the first place? Oh, my God. Sometimes I boggle my own mind at how stupid I am with some of these decisions I make at the plate. Yogi Berra, oh, beautifully done into center field. Trout will not be able to make the play. And that is a 1-out single for Yogi. Let's go, baby. Big time hit. And now it's time for Ty Cobb. 0 for 1. But at any moment, Ty Cobb could take one into the gap in the outfield and go for maybe even a triple. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. Mike Trout will make the play there, and I had sent Yogi Berra to second, so Yogi's going to get thrown out here. Oh, no, he's not. The first baseman, which is not Prince Fielder, it's Yadier Molina. Yadier Molina is playing first. I thought he was behind the plate. Who is the catcher? Who is the catcher for the Nationals? Oh, it is Yadier Molina. So who's playing? Oh, it's Willie McCovey. No. Willie McCovey's not playing. Hold on. Game log. Nope, not game log. Box score. Who's playing catcher? It's Dalton Varsho is playing catcher, so Yachty is the first baseman. Why would they have that? No wonder that ball was bounced off the glove of Yadier, of the first baseman, because it's Yadier Molina back there. I thought Yachty was behind the plate, obvious, as you would, because he's a catcher. But they have Varsho back there, and then they have Yachty playing first base for some reason. I mean, they have Prince Fielder. He could have played first base. You have Yachty play catcher, and then you just have somebody else. Dalton Varsho could have played DH. It just took an easy little switch around. Takes 2 seconds to switch those 3 positions, but they didn't do it, and it came back to bite them. And while I was going on about the confusion of having Yadier Molina be your first baseman, Pete Rose hit himself into an RBI triple. So now we lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Good job from Pete. That's the first real big thing that Pete Rose has done here as I've played with him in his Mets career, so that's nice to see. And now it's Varsho, and he will pop that one into foul territory by the away dugout. Yogi Berra goes after it. You know what? If this wasn't a video game, that probably gets caught because he just goes into the dugout to catch it, walks down the steps, but since there's a invisible barrier, I couldn't do that. But it doesn't matter because Varsho strikes out in the very next pitch, and now it's Yadier Molina's turn. With 1 out in the inning. Ooh, bad placement on the fastball. Lost a little bit of the control on that one. Way out in front of the 2-seamer. I don't know what he could have been sitting on because the 2-seamer still came in pretty fast, but he was like miles ahead of that one. He must have been sitting on like a 200-mile-an-hour fastball. I have no idea. He fouled off the other fastball, so now it's 2-2. Oh, how do you not chase after that? You gotta be joking me. Are you yanking my chain, my dog? Jose Reyes should be able to field that, and he does. Easy does it. On to first, and that is the 2nd out. Let's see if we can go straight in a row, and that is going to be to left field. Griffey should be able to track it, and he will for the 3rd out. We go top 6, back in front, 2-1. We got to get this little bit of a cushion here because I'm not comfortable with a 2-1 lead. Usually I could be. Most of the time I would be. But with this Washington team and the fact that they have Mike Trout and he's already gone yard on me once, I don't feel super comfortable. I don't feel super confident I can keep this a 1-run game all the way through. So even with Jose Fernandez on the mound, I don't feel super confident. So we are hopefully try to get ourselves at least 1 more run, maybe 2, preferably more. We'll see how it plays out, though. We got Hank Aaron, who's got 2 singles today, keeping that ERA, or keeping that, not that ERA, the average, up in the 420s, maybe even 430s, but I hate my life. That should have been another hit, maybe even a home run, but unfortunately, I missed it. That one I didn't miss, though, and that's going to be right back up to center field for another single. That's 3 singles for Hank today. You love to see it. Hank Aaron, 3 for 3. That was good timing and good PCI placement, too. I got all of that one. And now it's time for Barry Bonds. Barry gets a hold of that one. That felt real good off the bat. I'm not going to send him, and it's a good reason, because it does not go over the wall. I was getting real confident that was going to be a home run. But the way that Mike Trout played it at the wall, I thought it probably wasn't going to go over. That felt really good off the bat, though. I'm surprised it didn't go. Maybe the rain was a factor. You could think that maybe that ball goes further if it wasn't raining. Ken Griffey Jr. sent that to right field, but not deep enough. And unfortunately, it's still 2-1, so we couldn't get that lead to grow. Oh, they're going to call it for rain delay. Okay. We're going to get ourselves a little bit of a rain delay. Depends on how long they call it. Rain delay is expected to last about an hour. We'll keep Jose Fernandez in. We'll keep Jose in, and then we will warm up. We'll warm up Michael King, and we'll warm up Felix Hernandez, because Felix might need to go in for Jose right now. That's gonna be a little pop to Pete Rose at third base. Easy first out. Ketel Marte is up. 2-1 count to him, and he will check swing, but strike 2 anyway. Let's see if we can get him with a slider here. And we can't. Wow. I thought that was going to be called strike 3 easy. Bottom corner, it doesn't get called. A-Rod, good reaction time, good play. The athleticism. I know that Jose's out of energy, but he's got one more at-bat. All he needs to do is get Prince Fielder out of here, and he can go take a shower. All he's got to do is get, oh my God, Prince Fielder into deep center field at the warning track. Ty Cobb grabs it. That was dangerous. Think about the irony. If the two former Mets were the two players that tied the game both times, because Trout tied it at 1, and then if Jose would have, or if Prince Fielder would have hit that home run there and tied it at 2, that would have been just so frustrating. That the only two players that can hit home runs and tie the game and score runs against me are the two former players I had. Oh, I wish that curveball would have been a little bit lower. If that was a little bit lower, I might have been able to get around it. Might have been able to get around that one. Fouling off the cutter. I'm not ready for these off-speed pitches to be so fast. The cutter's coming in at like 99. That one should be good, though. Oh, I guess not. Maybe if I think it was a little late. And obviously, I don't think I was. I know I was. It said I was a little bit late, but I feel like I could have done better there. Got to get better timing on that one. 2 down for Ty Cobb. Top 7. Ty Cobb got around that one, but not enough. And the right fielder will make a play. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. We want Michael King to come in. The first time that we get to see Michael King in a Mets uniform. We brought him in the offseason. He's ready and raring to go. I'm excited to have him. Going up against Mike Trout here to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Please go foul. Please go foul, and it will. Thank baby Jesus. Mike Trout didn't hit 2 home runs against me. That would have been upsetting. He fouls off the slider, though, so I think the only thing I have left to do is hit a sinker here. And that will foul off as well. Stop battling Mike Trout. Michael Fishman, please go down swinging. Thank you. I just had to call him by his government name. Trout will go down. Jeremy Pena's up. And he will swing and a miss past the sinker. 96 on the gun. See if we can get him on the slider here. And, oh, just outside. Just a bit outside. 2-2 now. Circle change down low, and that's ball 3. It is a full count to the National. Here we go. Fastball, strike 3, gotta be. Thank you. Gunned him down. Pena chose to not swing the bat, and it cost him. Santander steps up. He is 0 for 2, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. King throws a fastball. It is ball 2. We'll go with a little bit of a sinker here. And maybe the sinker can get him, but it can't. He splits the defense right there. Griffey will send it into the cutoff man, and that is a 2-out single. A little frustrating, a little annoying. Varsho's up. A little bit of a hit-and-run situation, and Dalton Varsho has given the Nationals a lead. It is 3-2 in Washington. A 2-run shot by Dalton Varsho off the slider, the hanging slider, and the Nationals lead. That is not what I expected nor wanted to happen. Okay, yeah, we are in need of that insurance run now. That is for sure. Okay, that's crazy. Of all people, I certainly did not expect it to be Varsho to give the lead to the Nationals. I thought, if anything, it'd be Trout or Fielder or Yachty or somebody other than Varsho. But I guess he heard my dogging of him and questioning why he was behind the plate anyway. And he said, yeah, screw you. Ron Marinaccio. I always have to slowly pronounce his name because it takes me a little bit of time to read it. Oh, great pitch by the circle change. Great location. 1-2 count to Pete. Come on, Pete. Top of the 8th. Don't swing. Ugh, I almost did swing. I was hoping it would hit me. Take a base. Maybe steal a base. Oh, that's going to be money. Oh, my God, I got around that one. Pete Rose to the wall. Go. No. How does that not go over the wall? That had to have gone. That felt so good. I mean, I had great timing. Maybe the PCI placement could have been a little bit better, but other than that, that had no business not going over the wall. Get down, get down, get down, get down, Trout. I hate you. Two quick outs here. Top of the 8th. Pujols is up now. Come on, Albert. Keep this inning alive, please. Albert Pujols into center field. Drop, 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 drop. Oh, my God, Mike Trout. I hate your guts. I hate your mama's guts. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a half of an inning to win this game, or Dalton Varsho is going to be a bane of my existence. Good strikeout there on at-bat number 1 by Vita Blue. 1-1 to Andrew Jones. Here comes the fastball way out in front of that. Even 100 on the gun, still way out in front. Don't know what he was sitting on, but certainly wasn't the fastball. Little chopper to shortstop. A-Rod makes an athletic play and gets the throw. That is a lot harder than he made it look. And he made it look good. Ketel Marte. Oh my God, that ball. Wow, I thought that was another home run. It'll just be a fly out to Hank Aaron into deep right field. And ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 outs to not only tie this game, but take the lead. I guess there's not a better guy that I would want to lead off than Hank Aaron, but of course this is the one time that I can't hit a ball with Hank Aaron. When we needed him most, he vanished. And now it's time for Barry Bonds. Come on, Barry. Please. Please. We've been so close with a home run for Barry Bonds all day. This time he hits one into right field, so it's a single. That's a good start. That is a very, very good start, because now we got Griffey Jr. to the plate. Come on, Ken. We know that you have speed. We know that Barry's got speed. If you can hit something into the gap here, we can do some dangerous stuff. That's not going to be in the gap, but thank God it's going to go foul. I didn't want to waste an out on that kind of pitch. That would have been stupid. That's a good one, though. That's going to be into right field past the first baseman, Yadier Molina. 2 down, or 1 down, 2 on. And now it's time for A-Rod. Oh, my God, A-Rod. If there has never been a more perfect time for me to finally arrive with Alex Rodriguez, it's now, and that's a double play ball game. Oh, no, he messed it up. Bobble. Oh, my God, the shortstop bobbled it. Who's the shortstop? I forget. Is it Jeremy Pena? Who is that? Oh, my God. He bobbled it. It's an error. Who's the shortstop? I don't remember. The shortstop is Ketel Marte. That's who it is. I thought it was Jeremy Pena. He's playing third. Ketel Marte is playing shortstop for the Nationals, and he bobbled the double play opportunity. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. I thought the game was over. It should have been. But we've been breathed new life. Breathed? New life. Unfortunately, Yogi Berra couldn't do anything with the ball, so now it goes to the number 9 hitter, Ty Cobb. And you know what? I'm happy that it's Ty Cobb. Honestly, I'd be happy if it was anybody in the lineup, because everybody in the lineup is dangerous. But I'm happy that it's Ty Cobb. Come on, Ty. If you could take a base here and freaking walk a run in, the tie and run in, that'd be unbelievable. But I doubt that's going to happen. And it won't. Ty Cobb into right field. He doesn't need to walk a run in because he's tied the game in the top of the ninth. Ty Cobb has done it. Blown save by Cesar Castilla. And they will pull him out of embarrassment. John King will come in to try to keep this game tied. Pete Rose at the plate. Come on, Pete. Give me some of that magic. He's not going to do it. They're going to go to second, but Ty Cobb, oh my God, they went to second, and Ty Cobb almost beat the throw. Oh, 97 speed was just not fast enough. That is very, very unfortunate. We're going to keep Vita Blue in here for the bottom of the ninth. This game's not over. I know that we tied it, and we're now playing for extra innings, but Nationals could take it with one swing of the bat. They could win this game in walk-off fashion. I obviously don't want that to happen. I'm going to try my best to not allow it to happen, but I didn't try for Varsho to hit that 2-run homer, and look what he did. How Fielder made contact with that, the world may never know. It's still 2-2. Give him a little fastball. He can't handle it, but he can. He sends that into the corner in left field. He's got extra bases if he gets his big body around. Griffey to second. He will beat the throw just barely, and it's a leadoff double, bottom 9 by the former Met. And another former Met coming up right after him, Michael Fishman. Oh my golly, Miss Molly. That is going to be unfortunate. It's going to get us the first out, but it moves Fielder to third. The winning run is at third base for Washington. Play home plate with your life. We cannot allow this man to come home, and it's not going to happen. Fielder will not run. Rose gets to the first. Now we just focus on the out. We got through that. Now all we got to do is focus on Anthony Santander. I know they're saying intentional walk. I don't agree. I think we can get him out here. I trust Vita Blue, and I shouldn't have trusted Vita Blue. Ball game. Nationals walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. Oh, Vita Blue. Oh, how did you lose it? How did you lose it, Vita? We got walked off in the bottom of the ninth. And the person that came home to win the game was Prince Fielder, a former Met. A two-seamer super low in the zone, and Santander just got the top of the bat on it. Sent it past a diving Jose Reyes. And of all people, Prince Fielder comes home to score to win the game in the bottom of the ninth. He walked us off. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. We've lost this one. Oh, that is only our second loss of our season to this point. How did we lose that one? That's crazy. Oh, brutal, brutal, brutal. So we can't sweep the Nationals. We did end up having that day off, though. And we will simulate the rest of the month of April here. So we got a series against the Rockies. We actually split so far. Split. And we got a scouting day. We're going to keep these guys in the scouting. And we'll simulate up here. We are starting to lose a few more games, and I don't like it. We can't sweep anybody right now. Ooh, we know 100% on Freddie Bruno. He doesn't look great, but that's what we get for scouting guys that are at the back half of the first round, because we're not gonna be in position to draft anybody that's actually good. I'll put Peter Yamamoto in there, and we know enough about Ryan Ruffin. We're not gonna probably draft him anyway, so it's not gonna matter. Watch it come back and matter. We'll put Robbie Sanchez in there, and we'll keep simulating. Johnny Hartman has torn a finger ligament. Not good. Chris Freitas has an MCL sprain. Not good. We are getting a couple injuries there. Okay, but we're getting some big wins. 21-5 now. We did sweep the Tigers, so that's nice. And we will split so far against the Reds. We know 100% on Norioka. He's not great, but that's what we expected. And I want to know a little bit about Alex Walsh. So we will scout him, and we will continue to simulate. Richie Haynes has a broken leg. Okay, the injury bug is coming back in full force here in this season. Freitas will keep him on there. We are into the month of May. We'll probably have a road game, and I kind of want to go to Coors Field, but we've done that before. Been there, done that, so I don't know if we want to go back to Coors Field. Maybe we should go to Arizona. I don't know. Let's simulate this Reds. I mean, we could go to Great American, I guess. That's always a possibility, but I kind of wanted to simulate a little bit into the month of May. But I do like Great American. I like hitting it at Great American Ballpark. And they're my favorite team in real life. Do we play them anymore this season? We don't play the Reds the rest of the season, really? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy we don't play the Reds at all. We played them twice this year so far. We played them in April, and now we play them in May. That's kind of annoying. I guess we could go to LA. That could be fun. I don't think we've ever played against the Dodgers. You know what? We'll do that. We'll play against the Dodgers. I don't think we've ever played against them. So we'll continue simulating this series against the Reds, and then we'll simulate the Rockies series. But we know about Yamamoto. He looks pretty decent. He could be a nice little first-round pick there. He could certainly be that. And then we will go. I gotta know if Ronald Calderon is as good as his potential says. So we gotta figure that out. The roster, yada yada yada. Let's keep simulating, and we will get up to the Brewers series. Another scouting assignment. We've lost 11 games so far. We're building up a nice little lead here, and wow, Ronald Calderon has a true potential between 85 and 95. That could be worth taking in the first round simply because he's got the potential. I know his overall is not good, but that potential could be unbelievably good. There's that possibility. That is for sure. We know enough about Robbie Sanchez, so we know that he's going to be pretty decent too. We got a couple options in the first round here, as long as they stay in the draft. They don't get taken ahead of their projections. Simulate the Braves series, and then simulate the Diamondbacks series. We're losing a few too many games here. I don't like the fact that we're losing these games, but all right, let's keep simulating this final game against the Diamondbacks. Who do we want to pitch with? We just pitched with Fernandez, so we won't play this game, and we lost. Okay. But who do we want to pitch? We haven't pitched with Greg Maddux in a while. You know what? Let's do that. We win the game 5-2. Walter Johnson's 9-1, by the way. Wow. Let's take a look at how the team has been doing here before we wrap it up. So pitch rotation: 6-3 with a 3.54 for the defending Cy Young winner Roger Clemens. 4-2 with a 4.40 for Jose Contreras. 6-2 with a 2.61 for the other defending Cy Young winner Jose Fernandez. 9-1 for Walter Johnson with a 2.40. And then Greg Maddux. We might have to move on from Greg Maddux. He had the two good seasons with us here in 2024 and 2026, but I don't know. Walter Johnson's obviously a stud. He's killing it. He's probably leading Cy Young. Hank Aaron's battling for the MVP as he always is, and both of these guys are battling with the Cy Young. Let's take a quick look at the lineup. So Pete Rose playing well. So is Alomar. So is Pujols. Hank Aaron's got 15 home runs already through May. Bonds got 11. Bonds is hitting a lot. So is Bryce Harper. And Ty Cobb's got 9. We're just punching out these runs. But we're not getting the wins as many as I would like, at least. So we will stop it here. Next episode, we will play the May 19th game against the Dodgers on the road in LA. I think it's the first time we've gone to LA. Not only in this series, but I think it's the entire MLB The Show 23. I don't think we've ever gone to LA in the Royals series. So obviously, because they're American League, we're American League and they're National League, so it would make sense. And I certainly think this is the first time we've played against the Dodgers in this series, at least at home or on the road. Maybe they've come here on the road to our stadium, but I don't remember if we've ever gone there. But at least we will in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, hit a like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.